Every high ticket salesperson that you see on social media is just telling you a bunch of lies, and it's why you can't make any money in high ticket sales. So when I go on to my feed, all I see is high ticket people saying that they can guarantee you job placement into a role making 10K a month or making this amount of money. These are total lies, and I'm going to explain why. There's two key words here that they're using: place and guaranteed. And both of those words are misleading you and just lying straight to your face. So when they say they're going to place you into a job, they're implying that you're instantly going to get hired and just start this job immediately. Hey, give me money and I'm going to place you into this job, and that's all there is to it. I've got access to all these instant magic jobs, bro. You don't have to do any work. Just give me money. But this does not happen in reality, because any business owner, especially a legitimate one that's making a lot of money, the one that you want to sell for, he's not going to let you start taking his sales calls until he has had an interview with you. No halfway smart person is going to blindly let someone take over one of the most important parts of their business, which is the sales calls, generating the money, without interviewing you first. So just think about it like this. Anyone that's running a successful business has put blood, sweat, and tears into that. It's the most important thing to them in the world. The raw effort it takes to get a business off the ground, people never see all that work. Business owners put their heart and soul into that shit. So do you think they're going to allow some random dipshit that they don't know to get on sales calls with prospective buyers? Absolutely not. And this "I will place you into a job" implies that these business owners have just reached out to this community or guy and said, hey, send me a closer. I'm just going to blindly accept whoever you send over. I'm not going to do any due diligence, and I'll just put them on calls immediately and let them start being in charge of generating money for my company. When you actually think it through, you realize how delusional this is and how ridiculous it is for someone to promise you that. Now, what I will do is I will give you access to help you apply and get hired to these really good high ticket opportunities that you would not have gotten before. But the final say is always going to come down to the business that you are going to potentially sell for. They are going to decide whether they hire you or not. There is no way around this, and no one on social media can change that for you, no matter how much money you give them. But the good news is, if you've been accepted into a program like mine and you're just a normal, decent person, you can interview and land these jobs just fine. It's not difficult to do that, especially when you have someone like me that's guiding you, telling you exactly what to do, and making sure that you do everything correctly. If you do the work, you'll be just fine. You'll end up in a great job making legitimate money. So I'm not saying that you can't get the good high-paying roles. I'm just setting the correct, realistic expectations around you getting guaranteed placement into a job from some random dude that you saw on the internet. But there's way more to this. The people who are also promising you this guaranteed placement, just realize that as a red flag. And whenever I see them doing this, I'm always asking myself, why are they promising you that? Because they know that that's not possible. They know that's a lie, right? They're the ones lying. Yet in their marketing, they're still using these terms to get you to buy or to be sucked in. So if somebody's using those terms, that's a sign to me that if they're willing to mislead you about that, what else are they willing to lie to you about? Probably a lot of things. And when they do guarantee you that placement, and then you get in there and you find out what I'm describing, that creates a ton of problems for the person that misled you. I just don't understand why they do this. It's moronic. Now, let's talk about the guaranteed income claim. People will say, I guarantee that you will get a high ticket sales role where you're going to make this amount of money, or 10K a month. The first problem with this is the same as before. They can't guarantee you a job making any amount of money because of everything I just talked about. But also, it's very unlikely that you're immediately in your first month or few weeks going to hit 10K a month, which I've discussed in other videos. In sales, there's ramp time. Your effort level is a huge variable. This is sales, after all, it's performance-based. There's time to you landing a good role. And even when you get the good job, making 10K a month usually takes a month or two for you to get to that number consistently. You just aren't going to do that guaranteed 7 days from now because you joined someone's paid program. But this is what's being sold to you as normal these days. It's crazy. It's probably going to take a couple months before you're consistently making above 10K a month. And in those first couple months, You might do 4K, you might do 6K, 7K. But as long as you get a good job, you're going to get to that 10K a month number consistently and higher. You're just not doing that in your first week. You can't pay a mentor or a paid program and then just be handed a packaged up dream life with some magical money printing device, right? And secret money making jobs that people have been gatekeeping from you, you know? But all this that I'm saying in this video is speaking to the point that you are coming from zero. You were just starting. You don't have any experience in high ticket. After you've been closing for a year, hypothetically, you could jump into a role where you're now making 15K a month, all because you have experience and you've been doing this. But if you've never done this and you join a group, that's not happening right away. They can't guarantee you anything. After you get some closing experience, though, it's way easier for you to get much higher paying roles because most people coming into this, they either never really got started or they quit in like month one. So you having any amount of experience, even 1 year of experience, sets you apart from everybody else, from most of the people in this. You now have huge leverage. If you could get into any field or job, and after 1 year you have major leverage over a lot of other people who are trying to get the same roles as you, that is a disturbingly good opportunity in an extremely short amount of time. That's what high ticket sales is. But up front, you're not going to join a paid group and be guaranteed to make insane amounts of money in the next 30 days. Now, all this being said, what is the reason to join a program or a group if guaranteed placement isn't real? First, because you are just 10 times more likely to succeed if you do that. Joining a program is going to open doors for you to get jobs and meet people that you wouldn't have gotten access to before. And it's almost impossible for you to not succeed and make a lot of money when you do that. In a program like mine, I'm going to just tell you exactly what to do, where to look, who to contact, how to reach out, how to apply, what to say, all this. This should be obvious. You'll have a step-by-step plan, and I'll also keep you accountable, which in my opinion is the most important factor for everyone to succeed. I'm going to make sure you stay on track and actually get the result that you want, because most people are horrible at daily consistency. I do not understand this, but because I've never been like this, but most people cannot be consistent every single day at something, which is wild to me. But that's most people, and that's why I do this and help you get where you want to go. So I'm going to keep you accountable, which most people never seem to think about is the most important thing you need to succeeding is that daily consistency. And what I can guarantee you is that there are many people just like you who are selling in these high ticket roles and succeeding. If you follow the same process that they did and you just stay consistent, you will end up in the same spot and you will make money. It's not complicated. It's literally that simple. What role that is though, and when you hit those bigger numbers, no one can guarantee you that because most of that is up to you. And I'm making this video because when I got started, I just wanted people, like all I've ever wanted is people to just be upfront with me. Just tell me what the real fucking deal is. And no one does that. Right? I don't care how horrible it is. I just want to know. And I'm just giving you the reality of it, but that should also be encouraging because now you know that this actually is possible and that you can do it. You can make a lot of money in high ticket sales, regardless of who you are. It's just not going to be magically handed to you where you have to exert zero effort or even lift a finger and just sit on your couch. You know what I'm saying? And more good news is, if you're willing to work hard for a little while, you can make 10K plus a month from home with a lot of flexibility in a high ticket sales job, no problem. So that's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer role or a setter role, go to the links in the description. Until next time.